they are sick. Even the sick were actually in the verandas. వాళ్ళ కోసం ఒక బెడ్ వేసేస్తారు, అక్కడే వాళ్ళు కూర్చొని వింటూనే ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళ కామెంటరీ వాళ్ళు వేస్తూనే ఉంటారు. నోటీస్ చేయండి. ఇంకా చాలా ఉన్నాయి. యూ షుడ్ ట్రావెల్ టు కర్ణాటక, పర్టికులర్లీ తమిళనాడు, ఇంకా ఆంధ్ర సైడ్ వెళ్ళండి, ఇంకా ఉన్నాయి. Got something for the hamburger.
Panna.
Oh.
What is this? Panna.
Panna.
Shakra, Bella, then
Shira.
Zira.
Little salt. That's all. Mango pulp.
Mango pulp.
Raw mango.
It is cooked కదా?
Yes, steam.
కొంచెం స్టీమ్ చేస్తాం కదా? రైట్. ఇది తెలుగు రెసిపీయా లేదంటే నార్త్ ఇండియన్ రెసిపీయా? మీరు చేసిన
Maharashtrian actually.
We have Panakam.
Panakam with bellam.
It's like during శ్రీరామనవమి.
Anytime.
Actually శ్రీరామనవమి నుంచి ఇప్పుడు చైత్ర మాసం వస్తుంది కదా, ఈ చైత్ర మాసంలో బాడీని డీటాక్సిఫికేషన్ కూల్ చేయాలి. అంటే బాడీలో మనకి ఎండాక చలికాలంలో మనం ఎక్కువ తింటాం, చలికాలంలో అగ్ని ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది మన శరీరంలో, దానివల్ల అమ్మం పేరుకొని అది కఫం కింద అగ్రివేట్ అవుతుంది మనకి. అందుకని ఎండాకాలం శరీరాన్ని ప్రక్షాళన చేయాలి, చలికాలం శరీరాన్ని పోషించాలి. ఈ ప్రక్షాళన చేసేదానికి ఇప్పుడంతా వగరు చేదు వస్తాయి, టెండర్ లీవ్స్ అన్ని ఇప్పుడే వస్తాయి. ఈ టైంలో బాడీని కూల్ కూడా చేయాలి, దానికి బ్యాలెన్స్ చేయాలి.
సో మన ఉగాది పచ్చడి ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో అది ఎప్పటివరకు వస్తుందో అప్పటివరకు తినొచ్చా?
ఉగాది పచ్చడి
పానకమేనా?
అంటే ఉగాది పచ్చడి ఏంటంటే అన్ని కూడా న్యూలీ హార్వెస్ట్. చింతపండు కొత్తగా అప్పుడే వస్తుంది, టామరెండ్ అప్పుడే తీస్తాం, బెల్లం అప్పుడే తయారు చేస్తాం, బెల్లం సీజన్ అంటే తయారు చేస్తాం. అవన్నీ కూడా కొత్త వాటితోటి షడ్రుచులతో కాంబినేషన్ అన్నమాట. ఓకే, వేప పువ్వు వస్తాయి. యాక్చువల్లీ వగరు చేదు కారం తినాలి ఈ టైంలో. వగరు చేదు కారం, ఆస్ట్రింజెంట్ పంజెంట్ అండ్ పంజెంట్ ఆస్ట్రింజెంట్
చిలి.
పంజెంట్ అంటే చిలి, కారం. ఆస్ట్రింజెంట్ అంటే వగరు. కషాయం, కషాయ రసం, కడువ, బిట్టర్నెస్, వేప చిగురు, వేప పువ్వు అన్నీ వస్తుంది. యాక్చువల్గా ఏంటంటే ఈ టైంలో అవి మన ఫుడ్లోకి ఇంక్లూడ్ అవుతాయి. ఇప్పుడు వేప పువ్వు అనుకోండి, వేప పువ్వుతో రసం పెట్టుకోవచ్చు, వేప పువ్వుతో చట్నీ చేసుకోవచ్చు, పౌడర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. లైట్ బిట్ అంటే దాంట్లో మసాలా వేస్తాం కదా, జీలకర్ర, ధనియాలు, చింతపండు అన్నీ వేస్తాం కాబట్టి.
కొన్ని ట్రెడిషనల్ ఫుడ్స్ లో కూడా వాళ్ళు దాన్ని ఒక అడిషనల్ స్పైస్ లాగా యాడ్ చేస్తారు. ఇట్ గివ్స్ యు దట్ లిటిల్ బిట్ ఆఫ్ బిటర్నెస్ అండ్ స్వీట్నెస్.
అవి అదే పౌడర్ చేస్తాం, చట్నీ పౌడర్ లాగా ఇడ్లీలోకి, దోశలోకి, రైస్లోకి.
I've seen you somewhere before. I haven't seen your face now, but I no.
Like this with a mask.
We have seen you many places.
Every place for last 2 years we have seen people like you.
Yeah, I've seen you.
मैं खुद भी मास्क नहीं पहनता हूँ भाई, तो
Yesterday when we went to the school, I sat beside.
No, if you wear, people will ask, do you have COVID now? It will become a patient now. That was the beginning, right? Whoever had, they should wear. That was the first rule.
Yesterday when we went to this village, we went to a school. In that, when I sat without the mask, the kid sitting next to me had a mask. The kid after him, like 3 of us sat. That guy didn't have a mask. The guy who had a mask, he was looking at me like this, up and down, and he was like this. I asked, will you be comfortable if I wear a mask? He said, sorry, okay. Then I wore it for a little bit. Then I didn't cover my nose. So slowly he also lowered his mask below the nose, and slowly he removed. He said, so then shall I also remove? I said like, okay. Then I also removed.
Many places they use right now, nose mask. The face they cut, use face mask was there, and they cut the face and then said nose mask. Because they were all wearing here on. Yesterday the doctor was also wearing here on.
It is slightly suffocating. People have to. It's an acquired thing, I think. At
It's
least.
all habits. And anyway, it's good in Hyderabad. And
In
the
one way it is, yeah.
polluted places, it takes care of.
So it was supposed to be 10 to 11 people. So
Yeah.
Medaji is getting late, and I know Sureshji is coming late. So two of them, and Vishaka ji is one other person. So once she joins, I was thinking she'll probably be coming with Himavanji. So we can, you guys tell me, we can have introduction and then first go with discussing about the consciousness living workshop that we want to do that, and then we will move into a open session where from our experiences, our future work, there's whatever concerns are there, whatever is happening in, and if there is anything that you're working on, you want to share, so that you can see collaboration or just share with the group. We can have an open discussion. That could be the second part, or we can do it other way: introduction, first open discussion, then we can go this way. Because people have not come, shall we start with an open
We,
discussion?
when we were coming, he was discussing exactly what we were discussing in the last. We wanted to have a place where we can have a living place where we can share such things, and it's not we discussing. Maybe many people can come and stay comfortably for a weekend for 2-3 days. It's also sharing almost same concept.
If you see his anaga, it is the branches. If you see the pickle jar and all of those things, everyone here somewhere, like this guy.
You're all connected to that. That's,
And
what I'm saying. That's how the
somewhere,
frequency is.
somewhere we have the drive to do the things, but we are all doing it in isolation. in
Similar
our own
birds
way.
will fly all together.
Yes.
Anaga అంటే
His initiative.
ఒక ఇనిషియేటివ్ ఉన్నది అనగా తెలుగులో మనం అనగనగా ఒక రోజు అంటాం కదా అది మాదిరిగా టేకన్ ద వర్డ్ అనగా బికాస్ అనగా has multiple meanings. One is story as told. Rendu వచ్చేసి in essence.
Saransh.
So the essence part, which is the
Moral of the story.
not the moral, no, the essence, basically the essence of life.
The saransh.
Yeah, in essence of it, and then also about the factual aspects of life. Ada, right? So I was also telling this to Sashiji about each one of us grow. Inevitable that we grow or not. But, the dimension of our growth is all dependent on how deep our human experiences are and how we reflect on it. Now, these human experiences could be quite varied. Your choice of a human experience could be very different. For certain, it is about natural farming and so on and so forth. For me, it could be arts. For somebody else's, it could be elocution and debating and so on and so forth. Ivanni would have, through an evolutionary time space, we all got into different depths. And somewhere, it also imbibed the human values. One, nurturing. Also, while in the place of nurturing, you also, are not over raping or over harvesting each of these factors of life. So sustainability was at the foundation of it. Right. So my idea is to journey through the philosophies or the perennial philosophies which have got all these sciences captured.
ఓకే
And that includes India, China, Southeast Asia. So the idea is around journeys, rewilding through food and living spaces. Third one is the forest school. The Mudu is what I'm trying to build.
So, can I add one small thing from my understanding? Take the perennial, bridge it, interpret it for today's this thing, implement it, show it.
Absolutely.
That,
See, context ఈ రోజు కాంటెక్స్ట్ లేకపోతే మనం ఏ ఉపనిషత్ మాట్లాడుకున్నా ఎవరికి ఏం
అవునండి
right? So context ఈ రోజుది wisdom, back in the day wisdom, దాన్ని merge చేయడము is I think why we are
That is what is actual the concept of Sanatana is Nitya Nutana and Chirapuratana.
Exactly.
వావ్
Ante perfect.
Sanatana is Nitya Nutana and Chirapuratana. Sanatana never says you have to live like old. It always says time and space, modify as you want. The Anushtana is the basic principles. Achara is, that is why we have Achara Anushtana. Many people don't even understand the difference. They use it as together. It is not together to be used. Achara is what you practice.
కమ్
Great.
So what you practice can be totally different.
Okay, sir. Sorry.
Bandra, good to see you. And మనం అందరం ఎంత కనెక్టెడ్ పడి
ఎడిదిరిగినా అందరూ ఈ గ్రూప్ కనెక్టెడ్ ఉంది.
Sir, Nitya Nutana?
No, sir. DrTPS.
Yeah, you said
British never gave me sir title.
I think now we should
I wish I have a sir DrTPS.
The
Sir
British
Sri
does
Ram.
not hold the right only to give.
No, but
the
sir
title.
was that tradition.
Yeah.
So I generally I follow little Mahatma Gandhi, not Tagore.
Okay.
Tagore accepted, Mahatma Gandhi did not accept.
So not even doctor.
DrTPS.
So Dr. TPS, you said Nitya Nutana and
Nitya Nutana
Chirapuratana.
plus Chirapuratana. Chirapuratana is ever no change. But there are some principles which are ever, no, we cannot change it. They are called Anushtanas.
These are the Smriti and Shruti.
No. These
No,
are not the
no,
basic.
Timeless principles.
See, if you Sanatana Dharma can be interpreted, it's like a mountain. From which direction, where are you looking, which height you are looking. Suppose from the ground you look at it, it looks so huge and large. You go on top of another mountain and look at it, it could be almost like a terrain only. You climb on top, it looks nothing. Hey, there is no mountain, you say. It's like that. So it's all your panoramic view concept. Same, if you want in farming, Sanatana Dharma will become entirely different from the farmer's point of view. See, this is not one textbook, one definition, no.
True.
Each one of us can look at it in an entirely different way. So my guru was a Sanatana Dharma expert. So he taught me maybe different, I keep on asking like what you are. That's how he started maybe. So many definitions. Each time he will give a new definition. So in which context we are talking? When you said, old and new, this definition came. But you are talking about food habits or maybe forest, I will give a different definition. But it's like that. You cannot define life that simple, right? So life is business for a businessman.
Yeah, I was making the reference of Shruti and Smriti in the context of how the Smritis laid a certain foundation which were like not so time bound. Sorry, the Shrutis and the Smritis were actually evolving with time. Like for example, when you look at Manusmriti.
Yeah, that is, let me just correct that. Shruti is what you hear and then teach.
Yes.
So it goes from ear to mouth,
Yes.
tongue to ear, tongue to ear.
Maukhik.
Smriti is what is written.
Written.
The word Smriti itself came into existence because Manu has written
Written it.
and it's a rule.
So he actually doesn't see it as a rule, right?
That
He
is what I
says,
said.
it has to be, it has to evolve with
See,
time.
that is because generally when I'm a law graduate, whenever we study, we keep saying the law of the land. Which land? Whichever state you belong to. Correct? Once you make that land-based rules, that becomes a Smriti because it is told. What is Shruti? Shruti is what somebody said, you heard it. That is what I'm saying, it's like a principle. Need not be on the rules. What is illegal is entirely different from, you know what is illegal, no?
Yeah.
What is entirely different from the practices what we have. Don't spit is a rule. But if you spit, will somebody arrest you? Nobody can answer this, right?
Depends on where it is.
So it depends on which country you are. So there is a basic principle which is by Shruti. Once you make it into rule, somewhere it is followed, somewhere it is not followed. That's all the difference. So Shruti and Smriti, there is no drastic difference.
Right.
But Shruti has written. Manusmriti is written. Shruti, some portion of it has been taken and written for some administrative purposes. That's it. Shruti is a much larger. So when we talk about philosophy, it is all Shruti.
True.
Because I heard it. I can't ask today morning he was asking me a question. Yesterday I chanted one sloka. Like what was it?
Ahara Nidra.
Ahara Nidra Bhaya Maidunani, Samani Chaitani Nanam Pashunam, Nanam Naranam Adigo Vishesho. But you can see Dhanam is must for people. That is what it says. Ultimately, the rule is knowledge is important because we were talking to teachers in that context. Suppose it would have been a temple where I am talking, I will just change it. Dharme vihina pachivisamana. If you don't follow dharma,
the human trait is not there. You are equal to animals.
See, that the reason is dharma is a very, very good word in Sanatana Dharma. What is dharma? If you don't understand, you don't understand Sanatana Dharma. What is dharma?
Dharma is the way we do work every day.
What is the way we do work? Is it only for me and you, not for buffaloes?
So dharma
See,
is
dharma
rules.
is a very basic definition. What is dharma of salt? The quality of salt.
Okay.
You understood? Don't think that only I and you have dharma. The quality of a salt. We say, oh, this is a pure salt. What does it mean when you taste it? The real saltiness came.
Okay.
So dharma of that salt is giving saltiness.
Okay.
It means property. Dharma means property. So what is the property of human being? There are good salt and bad salt also, right?
Okay.
Less tastier, more tastier, sweet also is there. Like you may be, your dharma is this taste, my dharma is my taste. That's why dharma is very basic. I understood the definition right now. Don't say these are all the rules, follows it, this is dharma. No. Dharma is swabhava. Dharma is quality. Dharma is property. Very simple definition.
The way we exist is dharma.
Yeah, if the way we exist is dharma. That is why if I am a
it doesn't have any negative or positive connotations.
Nothing
It's just the
is there.
existence itself. is
existence. If you don't like sweet, you will say, hey, it's not good. Does it make that sweet bad or you are not used to that? That's all. You understood? There is nothing called any job is bad or good.
So please explain this to me. How is Sanatana prefix to Dharma then?
Yeah. Sanatana Dharma is in this context when we are discussing. Now we are discussing about a very specific topic. Immediately he talks about some movie. A last released movie was wonderful. Now, is it bad or good?
It's again contextual to per person.
See, for all of us, we are in a stream. Then you are diverting from that. Is not contextually correct.
Yes.
But assume that we were all discussing about a movie which is released last week. RRR movie is so wonderful. Then I'm saying, stop, I'm going to explain you Sanatana Dharma. So, there is a social context which is defined. That social context to make it whether it is acceptable to everybody or not. Now, salt is really good, yeah. But what you are doing is you are adding something else to the salt. And making the salt taste also is not there, other taste is also not there. So don't mix.
What is meaning of Sanatana, sir? What is meaning
That is what it is. Nitya Nutana Chirapuratana.
of? That is the meaning.
That is the meaning. Dharma is a different word. I only defined Sanatana in the beginning. Dharma I never touched. But I would have stopped with that, but this discussion came. So Dharma
So
is also
basically, the way we exist, we can add colors to it.
colors to it.
Awesome.
See, what is good here may not be good in some other place. What is good today here may not be good tomorrow here. Got it?
Got it. Now I got it.
It's a culture. What is culture? Culture is what we practice. That is why it is called a Achara. Achara is culture. So nobody can say Ganapati during the Ganesha festival so many immersion is happening. It's a culture, that's it. It is not Anushtana at all. Nowhere in scripture it says Ganesha has to be put in water. But that culture is there. Now as a Hindu, if you talk against it, you become non-Hindu. But Sanatana is not there. No Anushtana is there. Only Achara is there. Now Acharas will be there like that. That's what Manusmriti said. You can add something, delete something, no problem. It's a highly flexible. That is why Hinduism is existing. See, because it's so flexible, anybody can get accommodated. It is not one book, some fellow said in one point of time, and everybody follows it irrespective of whether you like it or not, is not there, right?
That's why Nityanutana.
Nityanutana. That's why I wrote once long back. I wrote, you can take birth as a Hindu. After death, somebody will take you and then do all the rituals. And after death also you are a Hindu. Before birth also you are. You can still live in this world without even knowing that you are a Hindu. But still you are called as a Hindu. What a beautiful system is this.
Again, Hindu is the meaning of different. Himalaya Brahmins.
See, that is all interpretations made by people.
What is the meaning?
Eh?
What is the meaning of Hindu?
Hindu.
Hindu.
Actually, the Hindu word itself is not there in any of our scriptures.
It is geographical.
Geographical.
I understand.
That is all later it came.
Ah,
See, when British came, Sindhu was called Himalayan Samarabhe. Yavat Hindu Sarovaram Tam Devanirmidam Desham Hindustanam Prashkshe. These are all later added. Actually, there is nothing called Hindu. Sanatana Dharma people are there.
The Brahma Manas Putra, like Sanat Kumara, that he wrote everything to the people in the world. That's called Sanatana.
Yeah, that is what. But no Hindu word. Hindu word is
that is
only
Sanatana word, but it is a Brahma Putra. Brahma Putra.
correct.
That's called Sanat Kumara.
Yeah.
He wrote everything.
No, but you can. The biggest problem is you can't associate any text with the person who wrote it.
Ah. So what did he?
Because Bharata ruled Bharat, therefore Bharata. We don't know how many Bharatas are there. Nobody knows. How many Vyasas are there? Nobody knows.
Hmm.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So it's like when some postman got a letter saying that to Mr. Nair. Nair is a community. How can I deliver this to community? In a village there is only one person who is called Nair, no? Because he was famous. That doesn't mean only one Nair was there. There were so many people.
On that particular time.
On that particular time.
Okay.
Yeah. So that Bharatiya Shastram, we never give credit to one person for one something. It's not that.
Because there is parampara also involved in it. Is that
See, Krishna has no relevance. Krishna took birth because Rama was there. Got it? See, Vishnu took a different birth. Whatever Rama left without it fulfilling, then Krishna has to take birth. That's it.
Who is the master?
Eh?
Maharkrishna.
Rama?
You have a doubt on that also. Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga.
But what about Dva means 2, Tre means 3, Chatur means 4. So Dva Para, it's the second one, right? Krishna is the second
Some 4 days.
So, actually, whatever is accepted so far is.
Is that Kalpa Yuga?
Actually, the Rama never lived the whole Treta Yuga. He lived only at the end of Treta Yuga for a few years. Krishna lived 120 years, maybe 137 years. 2 versions or 3 versions. That is the end of.
No, Dwapara means 2, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Treta means 3.
See, there could be multiple Vishnu also during that time.
Okay.
That way, Parashurama lived in many yugas.
Is it?
Got it? So it is not one Rama during one Rama's time. There were multiple Ramas during Rama's time also. And it is not Krishna lived only one. Vyasa is also Vishnu avatar. Correct. Vyasa was there throughout. Parashurama is also Vishnu avatar.
Yeah.
So I wrote in my poetry that life is very simple. No? One janma you hide and hit an arrow to somebody. In next janma it comes back to you. One janma you take a oath, I will have only one wife. Next janma you get many wives.
So is there Janmas exist?
Yeah?
Janmas exist.
Janmas do exist.
Soul ఉంది కదా.
No, these are all. This is. It's an entirely different calculation as far as all these. Even Brahmas, how many Brahmas are there? We are talking about Brahma, only one Brahma, Brahma Loka.
As of now, is the only one.
No, it's also. In Purana itself, there are many Brahmas. There are a lot of discussions which says that not one Brahma. Hey Brahma, you don't know that there are other Brahmas. in the world was asked to Brahma himself. He never knew that there are another Brahmandam and then. Right? So we have not defined only one Brahma, one Brahmanda. The whole multiples. So it is not Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara who is also Adi Parashakti. If you research on Adi Parashakti is the mother who is the supreme. So many years somebody like me and you would have did tapas on Adi Parashakti and then you became Brahma and somebody else became Vishnu. So that's why Adi Parashakti has got the. I wrote a Malayalam book on Adi Parashakti.
Gayatri Mantra is related to Adi Parashakti.
Gayatri is basically Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara's wives. All the three forms of goddesses are there in the Gayatri. So who is Gayatri Devi? Gayatri Devi is Saraswati in the early morning, Lakshmi in the daytime, and Parvati in the evening. And therefore, there is no concept of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara also. If wives are same, husband cannot be same. They are also same. So there are three different aspects which is inside each one of us. Hridaya Guhara Madhye Kevalam Brahma Matra. Inside my Hridaya there is a creativity, and that creativity is Brahma. So where is Brahma? Inside my Hridaya.
Absolutely.
Where is Vishnu? Vishnu is in my actions. If I don't act, there is no Vishnu in me. There is no point in keeping quiet, closing your eyes and say Vishnu, 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 Vishnu. We will divorce you and then go. And no Lakshmi will come to you.
And Maheshwara?
Maheshwara that is actually Samadhi.
Okay.
Samadhi is possible only when Parvati is with you. Shakti is not there. You cannot have Maheshwara. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavidum Nache Devam Devo Na Khalu Kushala Spandidum. Saundar Lahari starting sloka is that. You must read that. First medical book in the world.
Medical?
Full of medicine inside. I treated many people in Hyderabad also.
Through mantra?
Only mantra. Mantra, Yantra, Tantra. All three people. Mantra alone will not work. Mantra, Yantra, Tantra together.
Adi Shankara's.
Believed to be Adi Shankara's. It could be from Shiva.
Shiva. It
Or
was completed.
41 slokas first. Either Shiva or Shankara. If first 41 is Shankara, then the rest is by his disciples. If first 41 is by Shiva, then the rest is by Shankara. It should be interpreted like that. So Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitu Naje Devam Devo Na Khalu Kushala Spandidum. Even Shiva's heart will not beat if Parvati is not there. Shakti is not there, where is your heart beat? So Shiva, when you write Shiva, the Sha, then you make it Shi, right? That Valli is called lady. That is why Valli is lady. Matra. If that Matra is not there, Shiva becomes Shava. Shava is that body only, right? See what a beautiful language is this. You don't see this interpretation anywhere in the world.
Okay.
So that combination is very perfect. I am creative, I become an educator. Brahma is there, Saraswati is there. Wherever action is there, money is there. Wherever money is there, action will be there. If I want to do some action, definitely money is required, right?
Absolutely.
If I want to do research, I need education. Wherever energy is there, there only I can go to Samadhi. You cannot have a severe back pain and say I close my eyes and meditate and then get the back pain cured. It's not that.
So energy, you're talking, the Shakti feminine is energy.
Energy.
It's not related to feminine personality.
No.
Okay.
Gender is a way
Each
to
one of
express
us. Each one of us have got.
Wow, amazing.
So if you have that energy within us,
Mm.
I can maybe get into Samadhi.
Okay.
Samadhi is not a guaranteed thing. But today it is being sold. Everybody gives meditation. 1 lakh rupees meditation.
So did you get Samadhi?
I don't know. I have been tested with EEG. You can test me now also. If I have got an EEG, connect to my brain, I will speak like this and no vibrations you will see. That is guaranteed. That means I am not thinking and speaking. When he drives, you are thinking and driving.
And it becomes automated.
It's automatic. That's how it works. So
So
if you
samadhi
can do,
is automated.
yeah, that is what it is. That's why I am defining.
Wow.
Suppose you can cook and make a dosha or chapati when you are making. The round comes by thinking with geometry box putting and all that, or it just comes.
It comes.
Yeah. If that is there, then you are a samadhi in cooking, samadhi in driving, samadhi in giving lecture. Can I do many things in my life in that mode? Then that state is called samadhi. Not that close my eyes and then do like this and soon after that get tense to know whether my milk is boiled. That's what many people do. These are all stupid.
So samadhi is a way of life wherein
Samadhi
we do
is
things.
no. Samadhi is, if I want to define the new terminology, samadhi is meditation in action.
Wow.
Good enough.
Okay.
Everything, whatever I do. When I take bath, when I eat, correct? That is what one way of conscious living. I am unconsciously conscious and consciously unconscious. Good enough.
So here.
See, intentionally I am not trying to be like that.
So here, do
It
you
is by
meditate?
practice only. It is by so much of practice.
We don't see the desire of practice is what I want to run in 10 minutes. I keep on practicing. So I have a desire.
Yes.
Once you have a desire, meditation will not come or samadhi will not come to you, because desire is what is holding you. It naturally comes to you. It is practice only.
Yes, it is practice only.
But don't have that intention too much and bug you.
Just do it.
Just
that
do
is
it.
far from meditation. But
See,
far from meditation.
that comes by practice, 100% sure. But you are not aiming for that.
Yeah,
It
not
comes
able
to you.
Okay.
That is what is required.
So then why to practice samadhi?
Yeah, that is because that is also not. Why are you breathing?
It is an automatic process to live
Yeah,
here.
that is what it is. Similarly,
But
this is
when-
also an automatic process to progress.
Progress. So then why to practice pranayama?
Don't require actually.
Yeah, we don't require.
Ah.
Then why to practice samadhi?
Not required. I am saying not
But people are
required.
saying.
See, that is why I am saying the commercial aspect of it. I am a Himalayan meditation master. But I never taught meditation to anyone in the world.
There is a chaturasrama for that.
Eh?
There is a chaturasrama for that.
That is what I am saying. Anything, assume that a mother makes dosha. She makes it so casually because that is her job. You can have a hotel management course in which you make people to learn it. So that has become one commercial aspect.
Commercial. No, chaturasrama I'm saying. Like, so there is a certain time you should compulsory make it silence.
Yeah.
Calm down.
That is, silence is a big process which has to be taught.
Chaturasrama is saying about.
Yeah.
Gurusasrama, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. So why they are making all this?
Actually, everybody don't even follow that. Okay, that is also part of your progress in life.
Okay. Then if you practice that one, then whatever will happen.
The last time also I asked Vanaprastham,
you
right?
will be correct. You will
What
be
is
correct.
Vanaprastham?
So just don't detach. So practice detach is called the Vanaprastha. When you have a fridge.
No,
like,
what is Vanaprastham?
when you go to the ashrama to the one, like the forest.
That is what I am saying. These are all
These are-
misconcept which is given.
Yeah.
Vanam is not Vanam.
Ah,
Vanam is Akash.
okay.
So Vanaprastham is not going to forest. It is going to space. Many interpretations have been there, actually kept inside us. We are misled by these.
Correct.
Okay, so Vanaprastham is, I live in this house, but I don't even bother what is happening in the kitchen.
That is what I think. Like just now we have a fridge over there, but we don't want it. We don't want to be.
So this is a transition which happens in life, which makes you to be in action without even bothering what is happening.
So wherever you are there, you should be not.
Live in that. Live in that.
Without attachment.
Without getting. No? See, the word attachment itself is mostly confused in Bhagavad Gita.
Ah.
Attachment is what happens most of the time when we translate from our basic conceptual knowledge into an English word, whichever somebody has used first Like Chinmaya Swami used attachment as the third. Everybody started using attachment should not be there. That is what Bhagavad Gita says. It's totally wrong. You must have courage to say that Chinmaya Swami is wrong in that English word. It is bondage. Right? Yesterday he was telling, Karmanyavadigarate Mahabhareshu Kadajana. Don't have attachment to anything. Don't desire for fruit and do it. Nobody. I am coming here because I have got an attachment. I am coming here expecting something. Nobody in this world can do without a desire. But I am not bounded by this. If it doesn't happen, I am not sad and sit at home and then cry. Bondage is different.
Then why is that so? Karmanyavadi.
That is what I am saying.
Interpretation చెప్తున్నా.
So the attachment word is not what is to be done. Attachment is must. Bondage should not be there.
దాంట్లో ఉన్న వికృతి ఆస్పెక్ట్ కాదు, దాంట్లో ఉన్న సకారాత్మక ఆస్పెక్ట్ ఉంది కదా, అంతవరకే కరెక్ట్. దాంట్లో వికృతి ఉంటుంది.
See, if there is no attachment between Arjuna and Krishna, he will not even advise him. If I have no attachment to you, I don't even answer you. I will say, no, why should I answer?
Ignore.
Yeah, if he comes, calls me for a program and say, why should I come to you? I have no attachment to you.
In the same breath, trying to answer to him, Krishna, Arjuna has got attachment with Krishna. He does all the Bhagavad Gita, for him, but he is not bounded by the fact that Krishna will do his karma or not.
Yeah.
I think that is the bondage wala part.
Yadechadi tada guru. The last word he says is, you do what you want. So I am not bounded by you. I did what I want. It's your desire to do it or not. That's what. I carefully used this word and attachment and bondage.
Bondage.
I interpreted and taught Bhagavad Gita 2 times only in my life. But all the time when I do satsang like this, I will ask them, they will say this, and I said, do it. I make it to them to correct it. It's by ignorance, because many translators use the word attachment. You don't see this word different. I stick to that. Bandha. That only when you translate into our mother tongue we understand it very carefully.
బంధనం.
Understood? When we use English,
Then
definitely attachment is bandhanam. That's what it is. Attachment is not bandhanam. English is a most
అనుబంధం
beautiful.
అండ్ బంధనం అంతేనా? అనుబంధం బంధనం.
completely different.
అటాచ్మెంట్ ఇస్ వాట్ ఇస్ అటాచ్మెంట్ దెన్?
Attachment is I have an attachment to my.
అదే తెలుగు పదం ఏంటి? అనుబంధం కదా.
Bandham.
బాండేజ్ ఇస్ బంధనం.
Bandhanam.
వాట్ ఈస్ అటాచ్మెంట్ ఇస్ వాట్ ఐ ఆస్కింగ్. తెలుగు పదం ఏంటి?
బంధమే ఉండొచ్చు.
No, bandhanam is.
బంధనం ఇస్ బాండేజ్.
బంధం.
అనుబంధం ఇస్
Bandham. Concern.
బంధనం అండ్ బంధం.
బంధనం.
బంధనం. ఓకే.
See, hardly. See, like Vanaprastham. Hardly we see people who understand Vanaprastham and Vanaprastham. It's misinterpreted.
No, when you
See, the problem in Bharatiya Shastram is we have been following mostly the English translation from somebody. We never went to a guru and asked these doubts to clear it. And most popular people made these mistakes. Because we all listen to people who are popular who spoke in English only, right? You look at all the people who are popular in spreading Bhagavad Gita, all of them started from America only, including, I am not popular, but I also got only opportunity to teach Bhagavad Gita in America only. Because here we don't get. Here we don't have, everybody thinks I know, why should I learn? That's what I'm beginning.
Vanaprastha is a preparation to practice sannyasa.
Yeah, that is actually, I don't bother what is there, but sannyasa means I don't even go there. I sit here, if you come to me only I will answer.
Yes.
That's it.
Earlier in Guru Shastram, you should compulsory teach whatever you.
There is nothing compulsory. Everybody don't go to that level. See, an attender will not become superintendent, no? Somebody may pass, somebody may not pass. You can still die in LKG itself. You don't have to go to PG. It's all up to your merit. So it's not a guarantee.
Yes.
Understood? Somebody may not even go to bachelor's. You may directly marry without a bachelor. That's also okay.
That is depends upon the social crisis.
No, it all depends on
అది
your
ఒకటే సురేష్, ఈ ప్రాసెస్ లో ఎన్నిటికీ అతుక్కుంటాం.
Yeah.
అర్థమైందా?
చూసి అడుగుకుంటాం.
ఎన్నో అతుక్కుంటాం. ఇప్పుడు మనం వినాయక చవితి అంత బాగా డెకరేట్ చేస్తాం, చివరి వెళ్ళి నదికి ఇచ్చేస్తాం. ఓకే, అమ్మవారిని అంత బాగా డెకరేట్ అంత నదికి అంటే అక్కడ ఏదో ఒక రోజుకి వదిలేయాలి ఏదైనా. అలా ఇప్పుడు మా నాన్నమ్మ చెప్పారు, ఇప్పుడు నేను కూరగాయలు కాల్చినప్పుడు ఎదురింటికి ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళం, పక్కింటికి. we distribute that, no? Those time we have that distributing the things. If anything is a surplus, we distribute it. Nowadays we're thinking about how to sell
Tomorrow,
it.
how to keep it in
How
spring.
to sell it, okay? Those times we distribute. My grandma used to tell that that's our dharma, nature always gives, okay? We should adopt that quality. We should always give. When you keep on giving, at the time of death, we give our body alone just like to the Prakriti. That's why we call Murchu Devata. In our scripts, we call them Murchu also Devata. But we don't bother to give this body also. At the end also, we detach like that. Just we don't bother after death. Now, death is the biggest misery in our life. But that is the eternal truth. To teach that thing, our rituals, our everything,
In
is
alignment.
giving is the living. When you go on this process from till end, you don't bother about it. It's also process in your journey. हल्का हो जाता.
What beautifully Vivekananda teaches these giving habits, you know. A lot of beautiful stories on Vivekananda.
I like a few of them.
Somebody comes with a gift, lot of money, and then Vivekananda is sitting and gives it to him. Immediately some other fellow comes and picks up and runs. So Vivekananda is cool. But the person who gave is sitting beside he ran behind him to snatch it back. And then he couldn't catch. He came sadly. Why did you run? No, it's not yours, no, anyway. Why do you? It's mine. I should run. I am not running. Why are you still here? I gave it. No. See, once you gave it, it's not yours. Why are you running? See, even if you give, we are still behind it, credit. That's why when you give something to the temple, no, we will write the name. It is gifted to buy.
The sign is different.
Constipation.
Yeah. Why are you writing it?
You can show it to your grandchildren.
No, it is advertisement there. It is advertisement.
I know. After a few generations, you bring your children and say, see,
That is my grandfather has given. Has it given? Once it is given, it's not mine, right? Then how can you say I have given? That's what I keep saying. You steal flower from every neighbor's garden because nothing generally give it to the temple and say, tell God it is from my side. You know? Actually, the stolen things are you are not having given. There is nothing mine. Suryaya swaha, Suryaya idam namama. Prajapatiye swaha, Prajapatiye idam namama. What a great slogan. Suryaya swaha, Surya, it's yours. Is it mine? I am only giving and then saying it's yours, not mine. But here what do we say? It's mine, I am giving you. Prajapatiye swaha, it's not mine. It's all owned by everybody in the world. That's a beautiful concept. So every ritual has got a meaning internally inside, but we are not conscious about what is happening.
So Prajapati meaning of it is?
Everybody. Praja.
Okay.
Prajapatiye swaha, Prajapatiye idam namama. It's all for the people and they are the owners and they are. See, when I am offering little bit of rice and ghee for in the havan, how can I say the ghee belongs to me, rice belongs to me?
Given to them.
No, rice is not mine. I only
That's
purchased
it.
it. Where did I purchase? Paying my money. Is the money is mine? No.
Wow.
As a government servant, I got it from somewhere. Okay, so who gave it? It's not mine. Yeah, then I will say, oh, I worked. No, did you work with your energy or somebody has given you that? So I keep saying, the whole body is not mine.
Wow.
Many people fed me throughout my life, so I don't belong to
So
me.
we are living in illusion that this body is ours.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is a great concept to be understood.
Constant exchange.
Morning there was a call from Ahmedabad saying that shall we arrange some work? I said I don't require. I don't require. I don't require money. I don't require fame. I don't require vidya. Why should I make a workshop? If you want, you do it. And if you find I am useful, you take me there. Yesterday somebody asked, where are you going? I said, I am only a tool. Vijay took me here. So wherever he goes, I will go behind him. That's it. Why are you going? I don't know. He calls me there, I goes there. That's it. I have no desire. To be very frank, I have no desire at all in my life. Finished. Enough. Why do I?
Did you have desire before?
I had many desires. I used to conduct my own programs. I told him yesterday also, why am I not conducting programs? It's not that I cannot do it. Morning also I told him. It's not that I cannot do it. I don't want. Correct? Why should I do it is my question. But I am active because I have to be active. Why are you breathing? To live. So why am I doing it? Just to live. And I enjoy. I am doing it because I am enjoying. Okay. It is not that I collect money and then go to a 5-star hotel and sleep there. Do I enjoy? No, I don't enjoy that. So what do I do? My rice is maybe 10 rupees kg. I can eat 1000 rupees kg rice also. But how does it matter? So it's not.
Got it.
Desireless. That is what is samadhi. Okay, where you have desire is brahmacharya. My brahmacharyam is brahmachari in eating. Brahmachari is not married or unmarried.
No.
Brahmacharyam is my brahma, my creativity is on that. My brahmacharyam can be in business. My brahmacharyam can be in music. My brahmacharyam can be in cinema. My brahmacharyam can be in knowledge.
Wow.
I was a brahmachari of knowledge. I was a brahmachari for constructing house. I was a brahmachari for learning. I was a brahmachari for many things. After that brahmacharyam, I went to a grihasthasana. So what do I do? During that time, I took care of my family. Everything was good. They grown up. So if they telephone me, I will receive. If they don't telephone me, also okay, fine for me. I am not worried. I am not scared. That doesn't mean I don't have an attachment. I have an attachment, but I am not bounded. You understood? See, now he gave me this. I will drink. If he gave me chai, I would have drank chai also. If he asked me whether you want chai or coffee, it's okay. Anything is okay. Whatever you giving, I am not going.
So if you don't like a dish,
There is nothing like liking because I have all that liking is finished. I ate as many as I want at the best places, including chicken, mutton, beef, everything I ate. Maybe dog meat also I must have eaten. Finished. What else? ಅರ್ಥವಾಯ್ತಾ?
no, I got it, sir. Now there is a meal. There is a meal.
Yeah.
That meal
That is to sustain.
that you don't like it. I mean,
There is
you hate
nothing
it.
called
Liking
makes me
point
so
and
So
happy.
what is the food that you don't like at all?
See, there is nothing which I don't like.
Okay, if I give you food.
Yeah, I think
No,
you know,
no.
I might want to actually ask you a question a wee bit differently. Do correct me if I'm wrong. His state is that he's possibly got a liking or a disliking for a certain kind of food, and he wants to possibly hear from you, how do I address to that liking or disliking, which is akin to the idea of a desire.
See, you
Right.
must go through that path, then only you know.
No. At this stage in our life,
You should have.
where we have liking and disliking. How do you address to someone offering you a food which is of your disliking?
You taste everything. See, how do you in a buffet? What do you do? See, if there is a buffet dinner, even today, what do I do is I taste everything.
Later
Because
on,
it's
your
given
body
there.
knows which is good or which is bad.
No, I don't think
There
that's
is
the
nothing
point.
good and
I'm
bad.
saying
Taste and
Yes, sir.
distaste. It's you.
It's you, yes.
It's you. You identify what is tastier for you.
No, we are talking about a space where he has already identified he doesn't like a certain thing,
Nothing wrong.
And that is being offered.
and that's been offered.
See, there are. What is our Indian culture? If somebody comes here and then he says, without taking tea, you cannot go. Yesterday also we told this, right? Because we are bounded. What is that? That relationship is, you should have it. But then, I used to go to Gulf for lectures. So sometime I had 3 lunch also. Because somebody said, you have to eat here. I said, okay, fine. They may not know, the other fellow may not know that I had lunch, you know. Maybe you already arranged lunch. What is to be done now? We thought that you will eat here. I said, fine, I am eating. See, how much you eat is only your choice, right? Why to make them unhappy? We do many things in this world to keep the relationship. Assume that I had a sumptuous lunch here, say. I go back home. My wife would have got lunch. What should I do? I say, no, I didn't have lunch. Serve me lunch, you know. I'm actually lying. Why am I doing it? Because I found that relation is much more costlier, which I don't want to miss. Correct? So we do many things like that. Nothing wrong. So what is right and wrong is contextual. Where, when, why, how, who, with whom.
So even a food that you don't like, which is being offered to you, you'll taste it.
Yes,
For
not
sake
taste
of
it.
it.
I also eat it. I'll
You
tell
eat
you,
it?
See, I ate non-veg. Last eating non-veg was, I went to one of my students who used to learn from me. I used to give him gift. He was from a very poor family in Bangalore. He took me to his place. We have to travel 80 kilometers by bus, then another 20 kilometers by a lorry, then another tractor sort of a thing, and then walk. And by reaching there, I must have something to eat. Right? Yeah, lunch was ready. What was there? Little cooked rice and one curry. And that curry was chicken. I said, I left the chicken eating for long. There's no non-veg at all. You give me little dahi. In that house, dahi is not there. I said, dahi not required. You give me tamarind and little mirchi and salt. Mix it in a glass and then shake it well and give it to me. I can eat. I'm really hungry. That is also not there. Can you imagine a house where salt is not there? Such a poor person. Everything what they had is made this, and that is half cooked. I know how to cook chicken much better than this. But still, if I don't eat, what will happen to him? Correct? So I took gravy and then actually gravy is much worse than. But still I have to eat. Every dead body when you cook and eat, whatever gravy is blood. Because every vein, every chicken piece has got blood inside, right? So gravy is actually blood. So what I am drinking is blood, I know. But doesn't matter because I have to satisfy somebody who is giving it with full of love, no?
Relationship is bigger than.
Bigger than that. But if I have an option, I will try all that I tried. I failed.
Absolutely. So you would look for options if there is possibility.
If there is possibility, I look for options.
Understand.
Nothing is there, and this is what
To keep the relationship, you'll do it.
You have to.
Fantastic.
That is
Awesome. I got it.
So we are at about 11:20 or 11, close to
whom we are
11:30.
expecting.
So Meda and
Meda
ji
is not coming messages.
Vishaka ji is not able to come. So Meda ji and Manmohan ji will come. Maybe one more person along with Manmohan ji may come. But we can.
No, these are all part of consciousness.
It is part of this. I'm not.
We have to.
Sure, but,
What is required is we need real essence, understanding, and then how do we propagate it? You know, how do you see that? You know, I used to go and live with my guru. We used to travel together. Kailash trip. He called me once and said, "I am going to one place. Will you come with me?" I said, "Fine." I was working in space government. Every day there used to be a meeting. He said, "I am coming." Then only he said, "Yeah, I know you will come, so I already booked the tickets for you. We are going to Kailash." See, that is the courage and bondage. That's a bondage. Correct? That's a bondage. It's not attachment, it's bondage. He knows you will come. You are bounded to him. Okay, well, what for? Maybe to carry his luggage, to make him to feel comfortable. All that is there. That's how you learn. We don't have such systems today. We need actually a learning system goes with a lot of discussions, questions, answers, clarifications, and that level can grow from one place to another place. So that tradition what we have, along with the modernity, avidya and savidya together. If we can create that, we cannot escape people not going to schools. Let them go. But 220 days schools, not more than 140 holidays are there. I am against keeping children in not going to schools. They should go because that's a place for socialization. They learn so many bad things also in this world. Right? That all the pollution should be with them. Then also give them little bit of quality. I think that little bit of quality all of us got from here and there is what making us to join here. There is a concern. We are not able to establish a center is a different place. We have a concern. Are we sharing this concern to the next generation? We need a place where these can be shared because it's not happening in each one of our houses today.
Yes.
Understood? So we need an alternate house of consciousness. alternate house of consciousness, alternate house of Sanatana Dharma. If we can have that, I'm sure. At least sit and listen somebody who may not know. Some questions will come. Many times when you listen, you will also get some questions. And such questions, if you don't have answer also, no problem. Not that everything has got answers, right? Whatever I asked to my guru, whatever he told, maybe from that mix I am able to get some answers. May not be right. We can again get somebody else, get some more knowledge. We can share that, and that concern can be shared. We are reaching that where you are saying. Brahmacharya is over, Garhastham is over, Vanaprastham is this Vanaprastham. We are not concerned about what is happening somewhere else. That's Vanaprastham.
Food and shelter only, right? We are running for food and shelter, basically. The concept.
We go back to that basic. We need only a place to sleep and we need some basic requirements. So we need this concern sharing for the next generation. If we cannot do it, it's different, actually difficult also. Because many marketing people who are misleading this world, that is one of the biggest. Enemies are enemies. See, when Chinmaya was asked sometime, why are you not aggressive on conversions? He said, I am not worried about whoever goes to different religion. Those who are inside, they don't know what is this religion is my biggest concern. By mistake, many people, invaders must have converted people, many new people would have converted. All that is okay. Let them, but at least have concern with what we have in our traditional. But there are a lot of people who must have been in different religion, but they are more worried, more learners. Nitya Chaitanya is one of my guru. His two disciples, one is Shaukat and one is Joseph. They are the best two, only two disciples are. Shaukat and Joseph. Shaukat has written Yeti Charita. Yeti's life story is written by Shaukat. He knows maybe Upanishad much better than any of the Hindu sannyasis who are famous around here. I don't think they can stand in front of him by arguing or asking questions. Prashna Upanishad. If you have not read three Upanishads, basically we must read. One is Prashna Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad and Mundaka Upanishad. So three if you know. And three knowing is difficult. Definitely to know the three you will read all the other Upanishads. Understood? See, it is as good as saying, you should take only this lane to come here. But to come to this lane you must drive the highway. From Saidipuri, right? So we need a place. That is what I think we are. See, we need a place where we can make people to stay together, share this concern. We are getting all this and you are missing all this.
Last Sarva Dharman Parikyaga. Last, at least we should leave everything, even their answer. అన్నీ వదిలేసుకోవాలి ఏదైనా.
Same thing,
No, this is the Pudina sir.
Bellam is common factor, which is my most favorite thing in my life.
మీకు వచ్చిందండి?
Sharkara Bellam, I can't stop. My last visit in a farm was where Sharkara was making. So I made a full
TSR farm.
At TSR farm. I only made the documentary of Bellam. Rest of the things I forgot. Somebody asked, have you seen only this? I said, there are many other things. Bellam is my concentration. See, in my childhood and all, what mother used to do is onion, no? Cut into small pieces, put a bellam inside and shake it and give it. Energy water. Onion.
The shallots or the onions?
Any that onion. What we used to get those days is only onion, that bigger one only. Cut that and then put all the taste will be entirely different.
And then water in it. No water. Water. And then water.
I
think the-
It cools the body.
And the
See,
onion,
both of
in
them.
summer you want to work on the ground, you will not be tired if you drink this because onion is one of the most energizing thing.
One of the best
Kshatriya
foods in the
karma is
world.
wicked. You know, in every military fellow, when they go, they give an onion in the pocket. If no food is available, you can survive with onion. That energizing is there. That is the reason Punjabis are always like you. Onion. Every North Indian fellow you can see without onion nothing. No?
Yes.
You need little rajasikata. Then only things will work. Don't become sattvic. Too much sattvic is bad. So onion and bella.
Tati bellam or regular bellam? Anything is fine.
Whether the milk is from cow or buffalo doesn't matter. Milk is milk. See, generally the palm tree or the kallu, whichever we get, that shakara cannot sustain for longer time unless it is preserved well. This is undergoing a better process of boiling. Cane is more strong. That's why sugarcane shakara is more costly. And what do? Is to make it whiter, they will process through Commune. This is Commune. Commune is the lime. They add
But
lime.
they
into
use in modern day good. They use hydroxy and chemical uses.
that is like
The hydroxy is more like a bleach.
yeah. That is
So more
very
chemical.
lime is also bleach only.
Yeah, true. But I'm talking about the
chemical
not the chemical
process.
process.
So
not
traditionally they
organic.
used to put this only. A very bleaching thing. Even sugar also is non-vegetarian. Earlier bleaching was done through the bone ashes. That's why most of the temples they don't use white sugar. They use brown sugar, not the brown sugar. Sugar in brown color.
Polish, unpolished.
Yeah, Guruvayur temple and all, they never use white sugar. They use sugar without bleaching.
Kandasari.
White poison.
White wine. Milk is also from
Yeah, but
usually.
it has all become habits.
అంటే మిల్క్ కి కూడా కాన్వర్టేషన్ చాలా డిఫరెంట్ ఇప్పుడు ఇఫ్ యూ లుక్ ఎట్ థింగ్స్ లైక్ వీగనిజం సస్టైనబిలిటీ దీస్ ఆర్ బేసిక్లీ యాంటీడోట్స్ టు ఓవర్ కన్సంప్షన్ or extremity of meat consumption, extremity of exploitation of markets, so on and so forth. మన దగ్గర ఇప్పుడు కూడా if you go to a lot of tribal areas, if you ask them for milk, బూతులు తిడతారు.
అవునా?
దవడపాలు నువ్వు ఎట్లా తాగుతావు అని అడుగుతారు. దవడపాలు నువ్వు ఎట్లా తాగుతావు అంటారు. They don't have a tradition, they don't culturally have it. But the people who possibly had some consumption, and a lot of the consumption was up north, and which eventually came down. So you have a lot of tolerance for lactose up north. But the fact of the matter is, you had residual milk, which was not compulsorily milk for
Not excuse
your
milk.
yeah. So there was no scope of what is called as veganism, वगैरह वगैरह, and also the enzymic factors which is basically present in the milk was processed. दूध को सिमर करने के लिए ओवरनाइट छोड़ देते थे. So the overall structure of the milk, now the parents or the mother's enzymic values in the milk was actually no more, no more the factors which were present in the milk. So that nature of the milk is totally distorted. And then you break it down further. In fact, curd was also not a form of consumption. Buttermilk was a form of consumption. Okay. So वो भी change हो गया, curd rice इतना popular हो गया, लेकिन curd rice was never part of our, culinary thing. Curd rice didn't do it. It's a first means to diabetes.
Oh my god.
అంతే అయినాక
అంటే తను అనేది కరెక్టే బట్ ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ కౌస్ అనేది జరిగినప్పుడు డిఫరెంట్ అయిపోతుంది సో ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ అ ఓన్ కార్ అట్ హోమ్ అదర్వైజ్ నీకేం ప్రాబ్లం అండ్ మోర్ ఎందుకంటే నువ్వు వర్క్ చేస్తున్నావు ప్యాడీ చేస్తున్నావు కాబట్టి మోర్ దెర్ ఇస్ అన్ ఎఫెక్ట్ వాట్ యు ఆర్ ఫీడింగ్
you will be ethical towards that.
then how much you can put right depends upon your
We know. తనకి
but outside it is not there is far completely different as a
Commercial.
said it's completely for diabetes one right ఎందుకంటే ఫర్ లాంగ్ బాగా ఎక్కువ వెళ్ళేస్తుంది విత్ ఆల్ మెషిన్స్ ఆల్సో and only you giving medicine and you are taking medicine again you will get body medicine ఇప్పుడు మన ఇంట్లో ఉందనుకోండి ఎంత తీసుకుంటాం యాజ్ పర్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ దూడ ఇంకా తాగుతుంది అనుకో దెన్ తీసేసుకో అసలు మజ్జిగ వేసుకున్నాం లేదంటే గంజి పోసుకున్నాం చారు తిన్నాం ఎందుకంటే దూడుకు ఉండాలి దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ దట్ ఈస్ కాదు ఆత్మసంతృప్తి అవి దొరుకుతాయి అందుకని అది మనకి నచ్చినప్పుడు ఇస్తుంది మొన్నటి వరకు మా లక్ష్మి ఇచ్చింది అది డెలివరీ అయింది 8 మేలు అయింది మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు వరకు ఇస్తుంటే అడుగుతున్న ఇస్తుంటారు ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ దిస్ గ్లాస్ మచ్ అని ఇస్తారు దొడ్డని ఇవ్వక్కర్లే నాకు కొంచెం కావాలంటే ఇస్తారు అంతే
అంటే వెళ్ళి నాకు కొంచెం
నువ్వు వెళ్ళి అడిగితే అంటే మేము సో వీ హ్యావ్ అన్ అటాచ్మెంట్
ఓకే
నాకు చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నేను పెంచాను అప్పుడు అన్నప్పుడు ఏంటంటే వెళ్దాం కొంచెం తీసుకోవడం వెళ్ళిపోవడం అంతే కొంచెం
ఎప్పుడంటే అప్పుడు
నాకు ఎప్పుడు కానీ నాకు ఇస్తాను ఐ కెన్ ఈజీలీ టచ్ దే సో బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దేర్ ఇస్ అన్ అటాచ్మెంట్ బాండింగ్ సో వాట్ ఎవర్ హీ సెడ్ ఇట్స్ కరెక్ట్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ ఈస్ ఎ కమర్షియల్ థింగ్ టు పుల్ మనీ సో మిల్క్ బాగా ఎక్కువ తీసుకుంటారు ఫర్ మనీ అలాంటప్పుడు డెఫినెట్లీ విల్ గెట్ ఎ మెడిసిన్స్ దట్స్ ఎ డయాబెటిక్ పర్సన్ ఇండైజెషన్ అవ్వదు ఆల్ మిల్క్స్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్
So there was a study about A1 and A2 milk.
No.
And A2 milk करके चल रहा है ना. So even in the cows, desi cows, when they are milked in extremely stressful conditions, their milk is no more A2. The protein, the nature of protein is actually changed to A1.
డెఫినెట్లీ మాట్లాడతారు
Yeah. So
హార్మ్ఫుల్గా తీస్తుంది ఎస్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ సో అదంటే ఎక్కువ మెడిసిన్స్ ఇస్తున్నాం
तो basically गिर के गाँव ले पूरे गाय लेकर के आएंगे फिर उसको भी वही मशीन लगा दोगे वो they are also going through similar kind of stress the nature of milk has changed so it doesn't matter it is all about that affection you know the idea of you know sharing and caring and giving and fair share as they often say
బెంజర్ రైస్లో అయితే హ్యాండ్ ఫ్రీ మిల్క్ అంటే కౌ నుంచి నీ హ్యాండ్ వరకు వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇంకే హ్యాండ్స్ టచ్ అవ్వవు అంటే కంప్లీట్లీ మెషినరీ అక్కడ మెషినరీ మిల్క్ ಮತ್ತು ప్రాసెస్ బాటిలింగ్ అంతా ఎవ్రీథింగ్ మెషిన్ అలాంటప్పుడు లోపల వెంట్రుకు పడింది ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది సో హ్యాండ్మేడ్ ఇస్ ఆల్వేస్ గుడ్
That is why we work like machines.
మంత్ర తంత్ర యంత్ర కొంచెం మంత్ర వై మంత్ర
We will have all that.
ఒకసారి shall we Ramabu గారిని కూడా పిలిస్తే shall we go through introduction ఒకసారి we'll understand I think probably we all know each other or do we need introductions I think
ये चलते इंटरनेट चलते रहेंगी ऐसे ही
हाँ ठीक
सर मी पेरू सुरेश
Suresh.
प्रशांत
జస్ట్ పిలిచిన అంతే
అన్నని పిలుచుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నా ఏమన్నా చెప్పాలా
మీరు ఉండేది ఎక్కడ
లింగంపల్లి
ఓకే ఓకే
మీ ఇప్పుడున్న ప్లేస్కి ఒక సందు ఇటు రైల్వే స్టేషన్ కానుకొని ఉన్న సందు ఉంది కదా రైల్ ట్రాక్కి అక్కడ రైల్వేస్ వాళ్ళ క్వార్టర్స్ కదా కాలనీస్ దాంట్లో మా అమ్మ నాన్న వాళ్ళకి ఒక
అదే
చిన్న ఉంది మీ ఆశ్రమం ఇటు ఆశ్రమం దగ్గర అక్కడ ఇంకోటి ఉంది చిన్నది అది మరి చిన్న ఉత్తంగి దగ్గర
ఇట్ సైడ్ ఎందుకంటే చదువు
రోడ్ దాట్ రౌటరింగ్ రోడ్ దాట్ ఇటు సైడ్ పటాన్ చెప్తారు
కలిసి
So just to fill we are actually going to day after tomorrow Friday roju we are going to
We'll go Saturday. No. 3 hours drive only.
yeah early morning drive will be good I think
That will be much better than evening going there and staying.
That is Manavata University.
Actually, that is not very active.
Is it?
The website doesn't show that. See, they have a farm. Srini is one person who is Srini. Yeah, he has a large land there, and he has a community living concept. So he has got accommodation for few families and few bachelors, sort of a thing. Like, and he runs lot of school education programs, like whatever we are thinking on, or maybe.
where is this place
come inside Meghaji.
So he is opening up a wellness center. So that Arogya center is being inaugurated.
అలోపతి
Eh?
again it is allopathy
No, that's a mix of everything.
Integrated.
Ayurveda, allopathy, whatever names you want. You can call all of them is available still there. So it's an integrated wellness center which he is planning, and that is getting inaugurated. So through Vijay he called it.
Location
That is
near Manaparthi. So
Yeah,
Churchill's
3 hours drive.
Of course.
Yeah,
You are
that is
there.
what I wanted to tell you. I thought we will
I will be very
discuss
good.
and tell you
కొత్త
together.
కూడా తెలుసు.
Yeah. So we could go there. So that is one reason I said, we'll go on that morning. Probably go morning, evening,
exactly.
or maybe
సాటర్డేనా?
Saturday early morning, and I think returning also we can do a sunrise drive back.
Yeah.
Sunday morning we can return and
అంటే సాటర్డే మార్నింగ్ ఐఎమ్ కమిటెడ్ టు సంథింగ్.
yeah, but evening if you can,
Maybe evening I can.
evening you can join,
join.
and then maybe or returning we could
We
return
can do
together
another
so that
sunrise
we can
drive.
cover your area also.
Yeah.
Change. Because
Sunday
I
could be
wanted to,
I-
because the mountain behind it, I want
That
to
is
see,
right.
and then the proximity to the.
Yeah. I had a beautiful picture of Kailash from this thing, on the top.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
exactly looks like that.
So Medaji, we were discussing about like different aspects,
I
like
think-
open discussion was happening, and